So here we are again, another web episode from Corey Allen Hawkins on CoreyAllenHawkins.com. And today's topic is the name change proposal for Stanley Park. I don't know if you've heard recently, but some politicians, particularly those of Mr. Gordon Cowbell, said Wednesday that he feels the downtown park should be named Quay Quay, which has been known for thousands of years. And as soon as I heard that, I really had to laugh out loud. Not so much because I think the name is absolutely horrendous, and I'm not trying to offend anybody here. On a world front, Stanley Park is like New York Central Park. You don't change the name of something like that. Not to mention, for those of us out there that are a huge fan of hockey, hello, Lord Stanley, the guy that, gives us our Stanley Cup every year. Come on. Um, I really find it appalling that Cowbell is so insistent upon, uh, trying to change the name, and that he thinks that this is a good idea. And I know that it's just a proposal right now, but I find that it's sort of absurd that people would even want to consider changing the name after all these years. And there's something that I found on uh, Stanley Park via Wikipedia, and I thought, and this isn't the first time that I've heard this quote, but I thought that I would share it with you because it's sort of, uh, to me, it sort of encompasses what the uh, the park is about. It's said that when Lord Stanley uh, came to British Columbia to officially dedicate the park to himself, it's an observer at the event wrote that Lord Stanley threw his arms to the heavens as though embracing within them the whole of 1,000 acres of primeval forest, and dedicated to the use and enjoyment of peoples of all colors, creeds, and customs for all time. I name thee Stanley Park. You know, I really think that the last part encompasses exactly what Stanley Park is. It's a place for all colors, creeds, nationalities to be enjoyed, and what better place than Vancouver, which is a giant melting pot of all that. I don't think that it's right that one small group should decide or get to decide the fate of a name that we have chosen, that Vancouverites have come to know and love, and we're known for around the world. I think Stanley Park, I read somewhere, was rated 16th in overall parks in North America. And I think that's huge. Um, as a kid, I enjoyed going to Stanley Park, and it's not. I know that it's just a name, but it means more than that to me. And if this quote is true, I really feel that Lord Stanley had a good idea at the time, and he shared it. And the idea that this park would be open to all nations and everybody, I think is a great symbol of what Vancouver has become. Now, there was no way for him to foresee this, but 100 years later, here we are, and that's exactly what Vancouver's become, is a melting pot. Do I think that they should be allowed to change the name because Gordon Cowbell and some chief decides, hey, we should change it? No. This is not a place or the time to change the name of Stanley Park. It should remain the same, and if they do decide to change it, don't put a bunch of politicians in a room and create a photo opportunity and just do it. Put this to vote, put it to the people, let us decide. And I think you'll find that we're all in favor of not changing the name. What do you think?